Today we're going to speak about mystery. Open up your books, student books, on page 54, Unit 6A. The topic is called Crime at the Manor. The aim of this lesson is to learn some new vocabulary, do the listening, and be able to operate the new words and phrases in order to understand a story about a crime. So let's move on to exercise 1, which is vocabulary. Find these things in the living room, in the picture. What other objects can you identify? So let's go through the words and remember their meaning, okay? Compound nouns yra sudaktiniai daiktavardžiai. Mes apie juos esame jau kalbėję. Tai yra tokia rūšis daiktavardžių, kuris susideda iš dviejų ir dažniausiai formuoja vieną. Pavyzdžiui, armchair, fotelis, ashtray, peleninė, bookcase, knygų spinta, lentyna gali būti, bet šiaip knygų spinta, coffee table, kavos staliukas, curtain rail, štai čia tai, fireplace, šitas dalykas, židinys, floorboards, footstool, dažniausiai tokia maža kėdutė pasidėti kojoms, lampshade, lampos gaubtas, wall painting, paveikslas, tapytas dažniausiai, rocking chair, supama kėdė, sideboard. Sideboard. Tai dažniausiai yra indauja. Tai toks a piece of dining room furniture, usually with drawers, and it may have shelves. It's used to store tableware or, let's say, linen. Naturally, it was used for serving food, you know. So you take out the linen or tableware and use it, you know, for the guests. Table lamp. Tiesiog lampa, kuri statoma ant stalo, šviestuvas. Wall light, apšvietimas sieninis. Wallpaper, tapetai. Ir windowsill yra palangė. Štai čia. So we went through the words. I would like you to match in exercise 2. I would like you to match the objects in exercise 1 with the materials that they can be made of. Some objects are made from more than one material. Do the exercise, then we're going to listen and check. From my side, I'm going to remind you the Lithuanian translation of the words. Materials yra medžiagos, china, porcelanas, fabric, medžiaga, glass, stiklas, leather, oda, apdirbta, ne žmogaus, marble, marmuras, paper, popierius, ir wood, tiesiog medis. So let's listen to the listening and please do exercise 2, okay?
Unit 6, Lesson 6A, Exercise 2. The armchair is made of wood and leather. The ashtray is made of china. The bookcase is made of wood and glass. The coffee table is made of wood. The curtain rail is made of wood. The fireplace is made of marble. The floorboards are made of wood. The footstool is made of wood and fabric. The lampshade is made of fabric. The oil painting is made of wood. The rocking chair is made of wood. The sideboard is made of wood. The table lamp is made of china and fabric. The wall light is made of glass. The wallpaper is made of paper. The windowsill is made of wood.
Naturally, the objects may be made of more than one material, so the answers may differ a little bit. For example, the curtain rail may be made of wood or plastic or metal, etc. So these are the answers to the exercise. And let's move on to the Learn This box. As I've mentioned before, a compound noun is formed from two words. Some compound nouns are written as two words, others as one word. They are always written as two words when the first word ends in ing. For example, a living room. And you may see a bedroom, it's only one word. They can refer to a specific part of something. For example, a garden path or a door handle. Or they can specify the purpose of an object. For example, a board. What kind of board? An ironing board or a wash. What kind of wash? Let's say a car wash, etc. Taigi daiktavardžiai, tokie jungtiniai, sudaktiniai daiktavardžiai, dažniausiai galima juos rašyti dviem būdais. Arba kaip du žodžius, pavyzdžiui living room, arba kaip vieną žodį. Dažniausiai rašome kaip du žodžius, jeigu vienas iš jų turi galūnę ing, kaip šitame, pavyzdžiui, pavyzdyje. Dažniausiai šita rūšis daiktavardžių gali reikšti kažkokią tai dalį kažkieno, pavyzdžiui, door handle, ar ne, arba garden path, kaip buvo pavyzdį. Arba gali reikšti ne dalį, o pavyzdžiui, kažkokią tai tikslą, ar ne, arba paskirtį, pavyzdžiui, ironing board arba car wash. So, exercise 3. We have read the Learn This box. You need to complete the compound nouns using the words below. So we have the words. If you don't know the words, you may check them in the dictionary. How are they written? For example, is it a one word or two? So use the Learn This box, do exercise 3, and then we're going to check. So pause the video, do the exercise, and then check. And I'm going to give you the answers. Keyhole, window ledge, bookshelf, light shade, flower bed, hairbrush, writing paper, and chair leg. Armchair and chair leg. Okay. This is an exercise you don't actually have in your books. We need to match the two halves of the compound nouns. Well, I guess it's easy for you because we have a distance learning and you may pause and then remember them, but let's try. How many of the compound nouns can you guess? Let's say from the beginning. Watering and shade. Nah, not really. Okay, so let's try again. So I'm really bad at this, but you may try, and maybe you have a better memory than I do. So I've showed you like 3 pairs. Let's do it once more. So the fourth one, right? For example, oil painting. Yay! Okay, so you may play a game if you're bored, and let's move on, okay? Exercise 4. So look at your answers to exercise 3. Let me remind you the answers. Which noun refer to a specific part of something and which specify its purpose? So keyhole, window ledge, bookshelf, light shade, flower bed, hairbrush, writing paper, and chair leg. So now I need to write them down and then write a specification. Is it a purpose or does it specify some part of something, let's say? And now let's do some more practice. You need to look at the picture of the living room. There has been a burglary last night, and decide what happened, and just write down the ideas, okay? So we see that something is broken, something is not in its place where it's supposed to be, something maybe is missing. So it's obviously had been a crime there. Think about it and try to create a story in your mind, okay? So after you create a story in your mind, let's try and listen to exercise 6. Inspector Dalton talking to his assistant. Who does he think took the painting? Are his ideas similar to your ideas in exercise 5? Then we need to listen again, and what 3 clues help the inspector reach his conclusion? Talk about the flower bed, the windowsill, and the coffee table. Listen as many times as you need. I suggest not looking at the text, but if you feel that you have to, because you, for example, don't hear or you maybe miss some things, then feel free to look at the script. I'm going to open it for you and do exercises 6 and 7. Okay?
Lesson 6A, exercises 6 and 7.
So, Wilson, what do you believe happened here?
It's simple, isn't it? A thief climbed in through the window and stole the painting.
Maybe. Or maybe that's just what somebody wants us to think.
What do you mean, Inspector?
Well, let's look at the evidence. Starting at the window. Now, look outside. What can you see?
A flower bed with some roses.
Exactly. A flower bed. And the ground. Is it dry or wet?
Well, it must be quite wet. We've had a lot of rain recently.
But there are no footprints in the flower bed. How could the thief walk across the flower bed to the window without leaving footprints?
You're right. Good point.
Now, the ashtray is on the floor. How did it get there?
The thief knocked it off the windowsill when he climbed through the window.
Really? Can you see any mud on the windowsill?
No.
So, how is it possible that the thief climbed in through the window without leaving footprints in the flower bed or mud on the windowsill?
I suppose...
It isn't possible, Wilson. What we're dealing with here is a setup. Somebody has arranged the room to look as if a burglary has taken place. Look at the coffee table. What do you notice?
It's got a footstool on top.
Why has it got a footstool on top?
Because the thief wanted to climb up.
There was no thief, Wilson. But look how carefully the footstool was put on top of the coffee table. There isn't a scratch. A thief wouldn't be so careful.
No, I see what you mean.
Who would be so careful, Wilson? Think about it.
It's... I suppose...
The owner of the table. He wouldn't want to damage it, would he?
No, he wouldn't want...
So, the owner of the table, the owner of Riverford Manor, has arranged everything in this room to look like a burglary. But the burglary didn't happen.
So where's the oil painting?
That's what we need to find out. And I think we should ask its owner.
So the answers for exercises 6 and 7 are exercise 6. And exercise 7. Now your turn. Listen to the story again and write down what do you think. So exercise 8 is for your homework. So basically all you need to do is to decide what happens next in the story. Write 3-5 sentences, and you may send it to me for the next lesson. Okay? So for the next lesson I would like to receive your short answers, 3 to 5 sentences, to exercise 8. I would like you to learn the words from exercises 1 and exercise 3, and then we're going to continue next time. Thank you and see you soon.